to have you all here today. It's going to be a powerful session. If you can hear me clearly, please type yes in the chat. I just want to make sure that we are all connected properly. And please turn your cameras on so we can feel more connected as a group. Also, feel free to drop your name and where you're joining from in the chat. I'd love to know who's with us today. Tilman from Spain. Hi, Tilman. Luke from Ireland, Bianca Berlin, Sarah from Oslo, Isabel from Munich. Hi. Amazing, beautiful. Since your time is incredibly valuable, I want to make sure you'll get the most of it. So in the next hour, you will learn 3 essential things. First, you'll discover the underlying mechanisms, exactly how manifestation works. The second, I'll share with you the powerful laws of manifestation and how to apply them in your daily life. And third, you'll learn a special technique you can practice every night before going to sleep to make manifestation your reality. Before we dive deep into this journey together, let me tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm so passionate about sharing this with you today. So I've been practicing manifestation for over 10 years, and through manifestation, I helped myself and others to shift limiting beliefs, discover untapped potential, and create positive changes in their daily lives through mindful intention setting and aligned action. I originally started this even without being aware what I'm doing, and with time, I became more and more conscious about it. And when I started practicing it more consciously, I realized which effect it had on myself. I started helping others with it. So the reason why I'm doing this is because each day I see so talented, so inspiring, ambitious, beautifully minded people that are not living to their full potential, that are not having the impact that they could for themselves, for their families, and their work, and when it comes to their dreams. So how many of you think
Apologies, Julia, you're on mute now. You are on mute. You have to unmute yourself. Yes.
From which part? From which part I was muted?
You were asking a question. How many of you?
Oh, yes. So now I'm not muted, right? Okay. So how many of you? Yeah, everything good. Think that there's even more potential inside of you. You can raise your hand or you can type yes into the chat. Yeah. And how many of you would like to know some manifestation principles and techniques that are simple and can really help you to get more in what you want in life? Yeah, beautiful. So we will just briefly go through context to get the most out of this 16 minutes. So the first thing is to be fully present. So keep your cameras on and really listen to my voice. The second thing is be open-minded and curious. So some of the things you hear today, you may have the voice inside of your mind saying, I already know that. But do you really know the concept when you don't fully apply it yet? So be open to learn more about this and different nuances. Another voice inside of you may be a little bit skeptical about manifestation. And you know, it's good that you want to understand things in depth and holistically. And I will give you some scientific explanations as well. But in this next 16 minutes, try to not approach this as a scientist, but instead approach this with your outcome in mind, to learn theory and techniques that can be really life-changing. So be open-minded and curious. The third thing is to keep the energy high. So this means when I ask you a question, you interact in the chat. And let me tell you the reason for that. Did you ever feel bored back in school or in a business meeting? How good is the learning effect when you approach things with low energy and low focus? Is it high or low? And you're here to learn, right? So keep the energy up and take the responsibility for your learning. So when I ask you to interact or to write something into the chat, please do that. And the fourth thing is stay until the end and be committed about your follow-ups. So everything you learn in that session, from the beginning to the end, is important. Because at the end, I'm going to give you a technique which you can use every night before sleeping. In order to best explain you the theory, let me connect it with the personal story that I'm going to tell you about. When I was preparing for my driver license test, I used these exact manifestation principles, and I passed on my first try. Would you like to know how? So here's exactly what I did. I created a powerful self-concept. I kept telling myself I'm a great driver. I made a detailed visualization of having a supportive and kind instructor. And I actually practiced my reaction. I would jump around saying, I passed my driver license on my first try. And most importantly, I allowed myself to feel those exact emotions of joy and success. And guess what? It worked perfectly. And that's because manifestation isn't about hoping or wishing, it's about knowing and feeling. Now I'd like to see a show of hands. Who here considers themselves a little bit skeptical about manifestation? Yeah. Thank you for your honesty. You know what's fascinating? Whether you believe in manifestation or not, you're already doing it every single day. Let me prove it to you. Think about the last time you were running late to an important meeting. What thoughts were running through your head? Probably something like, I'm going to hit every red light. And what happened? Most likely your experience matched those exact thoughts. Or let's take something more positive. Think about a successful work project. You started with a vision, created a plan, and moved forward knowing it would happen. There was no other option in your mind. That, my friends, is manifestation in its purest form. Skeptic about if it's easy enough for everyone to do. I think it's completely easy. You just need to know the basis of it. And but we will have more questions at the end of the session. Yeah, all of the questions at the end. So now let's talk about something really exciting, the actual science behind manifestation. Because this isn't about magical thinking. It's about how our brain literally shapes our reality. Have you ever heard of the Reticular Activating System, or RAS? This is a fascinating network in your brain that acts like your personal assistant. And it filters through millions of pieces of information to show you what's most relevant to your goals and beliefs. Let me give you a simple example. Have you ever noticed that when you're thinking about buying a specific car, you suddenly start seeing the exact model everywhere? The cars were always there, but your brain wasn't prioritizing that information before. That's your RIS at work. The same mechanism activates when you set clear manifestation goals. Your brain starts spotting opportunities you might have missed before. But there's more to it. Research by Dr. Peter Gollwitzer at NYU found that people who clearly define their goals and create specific plans are dramatically more likely to achieve them. This is why manifestation works best when we combine it with clear action steps. And the final piece of the puzzle is what psychologists call the self-fulfilling prophecy. first identified by Robert Merton. When we truly believe in something, we unconsciously adjust our behavior to make it happen. So our brain literally rewires itself to align with our expectations. So when you're using manifestation techniques, you are not just hoping or wishing, you're actually programming your brain's filtering system, creating clear action plans, and aligning your behavior with your goals. This is why writing down your goals, visualizing them, and taking consistent action are such powerful practices. Now that you understand the science behind manifestation, let me share the actual process that makes it work in your life. The foundation of successful manifestation, and this is absolutely crucial, begins with your self-concept. Think of self-concept as the operating system running your reality. When you upgrade this operating system, everything else upgrades automatically. Let me make this practical. If you're trying to manifest love, but deep down believe you're unlovable, your RIS, remember that filtering system that we just talked about, will actually filter out potential connections. The key is first becoming the embodiment of what you desire. And here's something powerful to consider. Whatever you desire already exists in this world, in other people's lives. So ask yourself, why wouldn't it be possible in yours? So that's the self-concept, the way you're thinking and believing about yourself. So your belief equals your outcome. So if you believe you're lovable, it will be easier for you to attract love. So really consider that. Think about what kind of self-beliefs you have and know that you have the power to change them. So let me break down the exact process that brings manifestation to life. First, you create a crystal clear intention, just like we discussed with the RIS. Your brain needs to know exactly what to filter for. The second, you shift your identity through inner work. This means releasing doubts and insecurities and stepping into a new version of yourself, one who is confident and knows they deserve their desires. Remember the self-fulfilling prophecy we just talked about. This is where it begins. And the third, raise your vibrational frequency. This means consciously choosing to live in positive emotional states. Peace, love, gratitude, and joy. When you maintain this high frequency state, manifestation becomes effortless. And fourth, you align your thoughts and actions. This isn't about forcing things. It's about taking inspired action while staying connected to your intuition. Start with small daily steps that quantum leap you toward your desired reality. So your thoughts and your state of being naturally create inspired action. And finally, and this is crucial, you practice detachment. So you're continuing to live in that high vibrational state, embodying the reality where you already have what you want, but release your attachment to exactly how or when it arrives. Surrender to the divine timing while maintaining faith in the outcome. So we know about the process now, but how we can practice it. The first thing, create an intention. So get clear on what you truly want. Manifestation begins with a conscious choice. Take a moment to turn inward, away from distractions, and connect with your inner self. What do you truly desire? Listen closely, your soul already knows the answer. Intention is the first spark that sets everything in motion. The second thing, shift your identity. It's about transforming your self-concept that we just talked about. Let go of the limiting beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with ones that support and empower you. How you can do it? You can start with the affirmations. They are a powerful tool to reprogram your subconscious mind and reshape the way you see yourself. You are worthy of everything you desire, but it's not enough to just say it. You need to feel it and believe it deep within. Remind yourself every day until it becomes your truth. Raise your vibration. It's easier than you think. Like, you can do it by connecting with the nature, walking barefoot on the grass, listening to music that moves your soul, meditating, repeating positive affirmations, or doing things you're passionate about. Whatever helps you feel joy, peace, or alignment. Do more of that. Raising your vibration is about choosing activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Inspired action. Listen to your intuition. It's not always the obvious steps that lead you to your manifestation. Sometimes you might feel a strong urge to do something that seems unrelated, like going to a new cafe to drink matcha, even though it's not something you usually do. Your logical mind might ask, how could drinking matcha help me manifest a job opportunity? But what if that's the exact moment you meet someone who offers you the perfect job? Your intuition guided you there for a reason. Even if your conscious mind doesn't understand it, your soul knows. So let it lead you sometimes. The butterfly effect is real. So small, seemingly random actions can create powerful outcomes. So when you feel drawn to do something, trust it. You're feeling it for a reason. And the right mindset. Become the version of you who already has it. Practice feeling the emotions you would have if your manifestation was already fulfilled. So joy, peace, gratitude, just you need to feel it and trust that it's already done. There is no need to stress or obsess over the outcome. Let go of attachment and step into the version of you who already lives in that reality. Embody it, align with it. That's where the magic happens. So now let's put this into practice with a powerful exercise that will help you embody these principles. So I will play some music. So please close your eyes and follow my voice. Let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths together. Inhale slowly through your nose and exhale completely through your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Breathe in and release. Feel yourself becoming more present in this moment. Notice how your body naturally finds a comfortable position. Feel the weight of your body being supported. Allow any tension to melt away with each breath. Now I invite you to think back to a time when you were absolutely certain about something. A time when you knew, without any doubt, that something would work out exactly as you wanted. Maybe it was an important presentation you prepared for, or a moment when you knew you would achieve a goal. Or perhaps a time when you felt completely confident in your abilities. Take a moment to fully step into this memory. See what you saw in that moment. Hear what you heard. Most importantly, feel what you felt, that super certainty, that deep knowing, complete confidence. Notice how this memory affects your body. Feel how your spine might naturally straighten, how your shoulders might relax, how your breathing might become deeper and more confident. This is your body's natural response to certainty. Let this feeling of certainty grow stronger, like a warm light expanding through your chest, spreading to your shoulders, down your arms, through your entire body. This is your natural state of power. Now, while holding onto this feeling of certainty, I invite you to think about something you want to manifest in your life. Something specific. See it clearly in your mind. Feel the same certainty about this desired outcome. Know that it's already done, that it's already accomplished, it's already yours. Take one more deep breath. And as you exhale, anchor this feeling of certainty in your body. Remember, you can return to this state anytime you choose. When you're ready, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently roll your shoulders. And open your eyes, bringing this feeling of certainty back into the room with you. Welcome back, everyone. How did that feel? I invite you to share in the chat. What sensations did you notice in your body during this experience? Maybe what emotions came up for you? So lovely and relaxing. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy. That's beautiful. Green color. Yeah. Joy. Beautiful. So I just explained you the effect of manifestations and how it works. And in the next part, we're gonna look at the 12 plus 3 laws of manifestation. So in the practice of manifestation, there are 12 primary laws plus 3 supporting laws, making 15 laws in total. And let me briefly walk you through each of them with simple examples from everyday life. So the first one is the law of assumption. Neville Goddard's principle that teaches us that what we persistently assume to be true becomes our reality. So when you consistently assume you're a confident public speaker, despite your nerves, you gradually become exactly that. So your persistent belief changes your reality. The second one is the law of detachment. So being clear about what we want while releasing attachment to how it comes to us. For example, when you want a promotion but release your attachment to how it will happen, you might be surprised to receive a better offer from an unexpected source rather than the path you initially imagined. So let me explain it. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't be proactive about it. Just be open to receive it in different forms. The third one is the law of attraction. Like attracts like. Your energy attracts similar energy back to you. So when you focus on gratitude and positivity during difficult periods, you'll soon find yourself surrounded by supportive people and new opportunities that match your positive outlook. Now we have the law of vibration. Everything in the universe is energy vibrating at different frequencies, and we attract what matches our vibration. After you start a daily meditation practice, your energy shifts noticeably. So people comment on your calmer presence and you begin attracting experiences that match your new peaceful vibration. The fifth one is the law of action. So manifestation requires aligned action, not just thoughts and feelings. You might visualize your dream business for months, but it only materializes after you take concrete steps. So creating a business plan, networking, and launching your website. The sixth one is the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. So your outer world reflects your inner state. So when you work on healing your inner fears, you notice your relationships transform from unstable to secure, reflecting your inner change. Now, it may sound confusing, but what it actually means is that your outer world reflects what's inside of you, your beliefs. And as we discussed before, if you're feeling lovable, then your outer world will reflect this by bringing more love into your life. The next one is the law of divine timing. So everything unfolds at the perfect moment, even when it doesn't seem that way. For example, you might feel devastated when you don't get your dream job, only to discover months later that the company faced major issues. Meanwhile, you find an even better position. The law of gratitude. Appreciation amplifies your manifestation power and raises your vibration. So this comes back to the law of attraction I already mentioned. With gratitude, you can make the effects on your manifestation even stronger. So gratitude is a really powerful manifestation technique. When you express thanks for what you already have, you signal to the universe that you recognize and appreciate its gifts. So this creates a positive energy flow that can attract more abundance into your life. It's like saying, thank you for the love that I already have. Can I please have more? And this approach works because it comes from a place of appreciation rather than a lack, making you receptive to receiving even greater blessings. The law of clarity. The clearer your vision and intention, the stronger your manifestation. For example, when you clarify exactly what you want in a home, down to specific details like location and features, you find a perfect match more quickly. So how many of you would agree that in today's world, there is so much potential distractions that could put us from what we actually want? Yeah. So how many of you would agree that clarity is so important? Yes, yes. So the next one is the law of pure potentiality. You have unlimited potential to create what you desire. So, as I said before, the only limitation that exists are the ones that you're putting by yourself. So, why wouldn't you have your manifestation in your life if it already exists in other people's lives, right? So, this, of course, also relates to the beliefs you have about your potential. The law of polarity. Everything has an opposite, which helps us clarify what we truly want. For example, after experiencing a health challenge, you gain clarity about the importance of well-being, which motivates you to completely transform your lifestyle. Or after a tough relationship, you can easily realize what is truly important for you in a partner. The law of perpetual transmutation. Energy is always in motion and can be transformed through conscious intention. You can transform anxiety about public speaking into excitement by consistently redirecting your energy, eventually becoming comfortable and confident. And there are the 3 supporting laws that enhance these principles. So the law of allowing, accepting and permitting the flow of manifestation without resistance. When you stop resisting your current circumstances and accept them while maintaining your vision, solutions begin flowing naturally into your life. So let me give you an example for this. So some people say, I cannot meditate, my thoughts, they would fade away immediately. So that's exactly doing the opposite of permitting yourself to manifest. You have to give yourself permission, make a conscious decision like, I'm going to take the time, focus on what I want, and believe that I can make it work. The law of gender, understanding the balance of masculine action and feminine receptive energies in creation. And we all have both of these energies inside of ourselves. By balancing your drive to achieve, masculine energy, with your ability to receive and be guided, you create more sustainable success in your manifestation. So these energies needs to be balanced. The law of rhythm. Everything moves in cycles and patterns, teaching us patience during the manifestation process. For example, as you notice that your creativity ebbs and flows in predictable cycles, instead of fighting with this rhythm, you can plan your projects accordingly and increase your productivity. So when you are more creative in the morning, you can use it in your favor and plan your time accordingly, so you will make the most out of it. So these were the 12 plus 3 laws. And how many of you are excited to learn the technique that you can practice every night? Beautiful. I will also play some music. And this is particularly effective because your subconscious mind is most receptive in those moments between wakefulness and sleep. And I'll explain you the process first, and then we'll try it out together. You need to first get comfortable in your bed, then take 3 deep breaths to center ourselves. Next, bring to mind your desire as if it's already achieved. Feel the emotions in your body as you imagine this reality. And finally, let yourself drift off to sleep, holding these positive feelings. So you can slowly close your eyes and just listen to my voice. Find yourself a comfortable position. And allow your body to relax and your mind to become present. What if you could already experience your best future every time you fall asleep? What if you could fall asleep each day as your best, highest self and direct your dreams and reflections during the night? No matter how much money you have, what you achieved, or where you are in life, every night you find yourself in the same place, lying in a dark room with your eyes closed, just you and your thoughts. And in that moment, there is no difference between the version of yourself you aspire to be and who you are right now. You have the power to connect with that version of yourself and feel as though you've already become them. Imagine your perfect day as that future self. See every detail clearly. How you feel, what you've accomplished, and the love and connection you share with others. Let yourself truly experience the joy, fulfillment, and peace that comes with living that ideal life. Because here's the truth. You already are that person. The only step is aligning with their energy and mindset. Feel this deeply and allow it to guide you as you fall asleep. This isn't just about visualizing, it's about experiencing. Let yourself release the emotions tied to your dreams, feeling the pride, peace, and fulfillment of already living them. In this state of alignment, you will fall into a peaceful sleep, waking up closer to the version of yourself you've always dreamed of being. Take a moment to appreciate yourself for dedicating this time to your well-being. Carry this sense of calm and awareness with you as you continue with your evening. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your shoulders and neck if that feels good. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. So, how many of you feel a little bit more relaxed right now? Yes. Okay, beautiful. And I want to congratulate you for staying until the end, giving this commitment to yourself, because even one small thing that you learn and apply could be literally life-changing. And before we wrap up this transformative masterclass, I want to make sure you have everything you need to thrive on your manifestation journey. So let me share 2 powerful ways we can continue working together. So first, I have a special gift for everyone here today, a free manifestation sleep meditation, a PDF guide with the step-by-step process, and the 12+3 universal laws to help you implement everything with ease. And a 30 minutes one-on-one call with me where the focus is not on selling you something, but the focus is 100% on you, because I sincerely want to help you. Because sometimes the change can happen in literally 30 minutes, and I have seen that with my clients. To receive everything, simply fill out the quick survey using the QR code on the screen here. Once you do, I send you the meditation you can listen to every night, this PDF guide, and the link to book your free call. So this entire package is completely free for you today. You can have a moment to scan now and fulfill this survey. 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。
。 . 。 . 。
。 . 。 . Also, the links are in the chat if you need. And the second option you can choose today is a package of 3 private sessions with me. And in these sessions, we'll go deeper into your desires, identify the exact manifestation methods that are right for you, and create a clear, personalized plan to turn your dreams into your reality. And today you can get all of 3 sessions for just 99 euro instead of regular price, which is 240, since one session is usually 80 euros. So this special offer is only available if you decide today. And the link to get started with either option is now in the chat. And remember, if you have any questions, we'll have a separate room in a moment where I can answer them personally. And here you can also join our WhatsApp group. And I would like to thank you so much for being here today. Either option you choose, you're taking an important step toward manifesting your dreams. And I'm so excited to continue this journey with you and help you create the reality you desire. So if you have any questions, we will, you can stay here. We will make a separate room for that. All right. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yeah.
Yes. Maybe you can turn off the music then.
Okay, yeah. So the question is, how can I work with my limiting beliefs? So as I said before, you can try with affirmations. So if you have negative belief about yourself, like as I said before, I'm unlovable, you can try to reprogram your mind by repeating these affirmations and really feeling the emotions that you are lovable, and feeling this love and finding it in yourself first. So that would be my answer, working with affirmations if you have these limiting beliefs. Anybody has a question? Somebody asked for the link to the music. I will send it in the chat now. That's the music. I really like it. It's 432 hertz. I really like it. It's good for meditation as well. Really calming. The QR code is not working.
Sorry, no, it is working, but I was out of office and now I'm able to sit in front of my computer, so I lost the opportunity there.
So Julia, maybe you can go back 2 slides where the QR codes are shown.
Slides back.
And
it's this one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
I could actually get back to the realist and dreamer question, saying that we all have this realist and this dreamer inside of us. And in some moments, it's important to activate the dreamer when we want to think big, when we want to create something in our mind. Then in other moments, we want to get into the realist mode. Now, oftentimes, or it can be that people are disconnected with either one of them. So they don't allow themselves to dream so big, or they don't allow themselves to dream. Or when it comes to realizing, they're not really doing it. So the key is to integrate both. One powerful way that I do in some other practices is to do this in an embodiment practice. So I could actually follow up on that with a little video to integrate the realist and the dreamer. There are also other parts to integrate. For example, the ego side and the soul side. The ego side being this sense of ambition. I want to achieve something. I want to grow. And the soul side being, I want to contribute. I want to do something for another person. And how many of you know some people, or maybe yourself sometimes, only doing something, wanted to do something for another person, or other people only wanting to do something for themselves. So integrating those both sides, because they are both important, the ego and the soul, is just as important. And you can think in this way about different parts that reside inside of us, all them being integrated so that you can be actually it's like an orchestra, and the orchestra playing beautifully together. So that would be my response to this. Julia, I don't know if you have something to add to this particular question, because this is something that I'm quite deeply in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can answer another question, which is in the chat. So what I can share about using a vision board to support the manifestation process. I think I honestly, I'm using it. I even have a wallpaper with my vision board. And it's a beautiful way to connect with your manifestation and also like visual elements to it. So you can also use it as a manifestation. I think it's really, really good method as well. And I'm doing it every year in January. So yeah, but I think there's always a perfect moment to do it if you haven't do it in the first part of the year. Yes, that's really nice idea, Bianca. Yeah, I think we will be closing now. So thank you so much all again for being here. I hope to see you on our one-on-one call and manifest wisely. Yes, and have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.